so that I could show you. I thought you might enjoy seeing the fun that I am having. So I gotta put my earplugs in. I don't have to, but you know, let's protect our hearing. And it's loud as beep. So I basically get this underneath, and I gotta get it started. In the corner, it's not as fun. And now this is literally the next trip to the house. This was the following weekend, and Claire came with me. We emptied out our Monica closet storage facility and then rented this, well, I was going to say U-Haul, but it actually says Penske on it. Doesn't matter. Rented this truck to get all of our furniture to the house. It took a little over 4 hours drive, and we had a fabulous actually weather for unloading all the furniture. As you can see, we are in sweatpants, so it was cool out. We inadvertently have the same working outfit. Oh, if you had on your shoes, we would legit have the same outfit on.
I know. I didn't want to bring those in.
Ciao, ragazzi! That's my beginning. Hey, guys! Otherwise, it sounds like, you know the garden answer YouTube? She says, hey, guys! But I don't want to...
Everyone says that.
I know, but the way I just said it, go watch one of her videos. Okay. All right, we are about to do a, in my opinion, scary thing. I have to go in the attic, and I hate attics. What I am going to do is go into the attic. Claire is going to be there for moral support and to record. I want to verify that the kitchen soffit does not have anything in it. I already drilled a hole and looked up in there, and from what I could see, there was nothing. I had the electrician when he was here doing some stuff to make the couple of things to code. He looked and couldn't visually see that there was anything in the
area where the soffit is. So I'm going to be pulling up the insulation. Hopefully nothing is in there. And then I can Sawzall. So let's go and do that.
Sawzall?
Sawzall. You don't know what a Sawzall is?
Sawzall?
Yeah, the Sawzall. The big... Oh. It's a big saw, and the brand is called Sawzall.
Sawzall.
Sawzall. Although I think we don't even have the Sawzall brand, so that's funny. But it's Sawzall.
Oh.
It's like Kleenex and tissues.
Oh, okay.
There's our mailman. I did pull mail out of the mailbox, which we did have some. All right, well, let's go up in the attic, shall we? Claire will now take over from the camera. I mean, this might be overkill, but I don't know how dusty the stuff is up there. I will let. I am Darth Vader. Luke. Now, the funny thing when you wear a respirator is it does sound in my head. I can hear the. Again, I don't need it for this part, so nobody be coming at me judging me. I need it when I'm up there moving shit. Okay, don't record my ass. That's the bedroom outlet. That's the cord for the, what do you call it? Stove fan that I turned the power off to. So if I need to kill this one just so I don't hit it. And then there's, what is this guy? Where are you going? Pretty. I know. Okay, so that also goes there. How? That's tight. I don't like how tight that one is. I think I should be good. The black stuff are the old internet cables and shit. That's the old phone line. I'm sorry. I guess I could have taken the camera. That's fine. This is not going to be fun. Look at all the freaking mess these people made up here. I mean, good lord. Whoever installed the AC, ridiculous.
Right about here, I start to rethink pretty much everything about this.
I literally started to rethink everything about that soffit. In like the perfect world, in my perfect design head, everything that I wanted to do for this kitchen involved removing that soffit and then taking the cabinets that were there, bumping them all the way up to the ceiling, and then below where the cabinets were, making this like super cute, small, kind of narrow shelf for pretty stuff like spices and having a whole look. So as I was cutting the hole in the soffit that you saw in that very last clip, I was thinking to myself, Adrienne, right now you have a perfectly solid soffit. In the video, you can see that the sheetrock is smooth. It's not like it was all janky and crappy, kind of like the back of where the stove was, where the hood vent was. And we're on a timeline. This is an investment property. It's going to be rented to students. And they will be there, well, at least some of them will be there at the beginning of March. So rather than open a can of worms, cut out the soffit, all of the 2x4 box that's behind the sheetrock, I decided, you know what? The juice is not worth the squeeze on this one. Like future down the road, I can make my design dreams happen. But right now, we need to get this functional. We need to get this pretty, like the two things. So what I ended up deciding to do was leave the soffit. And then I kind of hemmed and hawed back and forth for a little while on whether or not I would make the soffit look like basically like faux cabinets, so trim them out like the cabinet doors themselves, or if I kind of, in essence, camouflaged the soffit. I went with the camouflage the soffit route. And what I chose to do was to take my original idea, which is going to be vertical shiplap, and then paint that and put that behind the cabinets. And you'll see this in an upcoming clip, but put the shiplap from the counter all the way up to that soffit so that future me, should I decide to tackle removing the soffit, could take those cabinets back down, remove the soffit, and then put the cabinets all the way up to the full ceiling height. And that shiplap would exist behind that wall. So I wouldn't then have to like patch in below it. It'll make sense. I try to describe it. So here's like the full wall. And instead of putting only the shiplap below, pretend like this is the cabinet, my fingers are the cabinet. Instead of putting only the shiplap from the counter to the below the cabinets, I decided to do the shiplap the entire way up to the soffit so that someday, if I decided to, and I decided to take these cabinets and go all the way up, the shiplap would already be there and I wouldn't have to patch in. Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of disappointing after all that work, but you know what? That's literally real life renovation, especially renovation that's like not a full demo and one that is intended to, it's on deadline. It's intended to, it's investment. It's intended to eventually make money, not to continue to do things just because they're pretty. It's going to be really pretty anyway. It's just going to be slightly altered from what I had up here. In the next episode, you shall see. Pivot! I should call this Pivot! The Friends episode. Pivot! I think I've had another video back in the day where I had Pivot on it as well. Basically, that's it. Anytime you're doing any sort of renovation, you got to be flexible and you got to be ready to pivot. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And till next time.